You guys are sitting there, you listen to Stormzy, whatever, N-word comes along. Do you say it? You're singing along anyway. What's your reaction like?
I say it, yeah, I say it. I don't care if my white friends say it, I don't mind. Because it's in a song. It's a quote, isn't it?
It's a touchy subject, you know, to be honest, because I grew up in West London, I've got a lot of dark-skinned friends, so I'm used to hearing it.
I would say it and I'll be cool with my friends saying it, as long as it's not in a malicious way and, you know, they know your culture. It's more, I see it more as admiration through when they say it, not as like, yeah, you're a nigger. It's like, yo, yeah, my nigga. It's kind of like, you're saying it in a light-hearted way to go with the music.
Do you think there's a lot of stigma around saying it?
Yeah, I'd say there's a lot of stigma around it.
Do you think it can become offensive to anyone, or are people just reading too much into it?
I think people are reading too much into it. I think if you're reading like a quote from history or something like that, and it's got the word nigger in it, I don't think it's not as, you wouldn't be peed off really, would you?
Never myself say it. Occasionally, you know, it's like had a couple of drinks, having a laugh. If you're in company, it's getting thrown around, obviously with coloured people in a mix, and they're using it loosely and having a laugh. Very, very occasionally, but only when you know to yourself it's perfectly acceptable, which again is like, it's not really ever acceptable, but I think within social circles, within friends of different ethnicities, sometimes there can be a bit of like acceptable racism to take the edge off some subjects.
Probably not.
Why not?
Just because it's not like considered appropriate usually.
If your friend said it and your friend was black, white or whatever, would you be offended or would you raise an eyebrow to yourself?
No, I mean, I think it's everybody's own choice to say it or not, but personal preference, I probably wouldn't feel comfortable with it.
I wouldn't say it like personally. It's not like me. I don't really recite lyrics anyway in the first place. No, the song comes on, everyone's singing and shit. I'll never use it.
Well, you're in the zone, innit? If you're the DJ and you've got the headphones on, you're just in the zone anyway.
Yeah. So it's not a thing for me.
But it's not. I'm not fond of it. I mean, I used to listen to a lot of rap, a lot of grime. I think it makes you sound untalented. It makes you sound uncreative. It's a filler word. You know, you can't think of other lyrics other than the N-word. I don't think you should really be doing that kind of thing. So for me, it's not something I like hearing. It's one of those words that I wouldn't, you know, I could wake up tomorrow and I'm never going to hear again. It'll be a happier world. So
I'd be offended if my friend said it, and I don't think I'd say it, to be honest with you.
I don't really like it because I think it's disrespectful, because if you think about the history of this word nigger, or whatever way you want to put it, it was always used as a word which was to insult a person. So if it was used to insult a person, I don't know why we're calling each other nigger this, nigger that.
Personally, I wouldn't, but I know friends that would be. I think it also depends on who you're with. That dictates a lot of what you feel comfortable saying, but personally, I wouldn't.
We're black people in America. The reason they took it, it became a slang for calling you a brother. It became a place of brother because they wanted to own the word again. Being called it for so many years by people that were trying to oppress them, they tried to take it on and say, right, this is our word, so much so that I'll call my other. But that was done back then. Now it's almost become a point where you're looking at it and you're like, there's no reason for you to do it now.
Because of the generation of hip hop what I came from in the early 80s, you didn't have even swearing on a lot of the records. So that's another reason why I don't like it.
Do you think it's helping the fact that it's used so much within music and just so casually as well? Do you think it's let people think that, oh yeah, I can say it's not a big deal anymore because Rihanna says it all the time, Drake says it all the time, Gucci Mane says it all the time, or whatever?
It's unfortunate because the people that are saying it and the people that are sharing it sometimes don't understand the gravitas. And you're absolutely right. The culture is that if someone's going to listen to it and if someone's got the forthright to say it, understand what it means and get ready for the consequences. Because at the end of the day, the people that are saying it on the TV, they're not accepting the consequences of it. Because there's someone paying for all of them to say it. And I don't know who say it. Yeah, Rihanna, you're right. It's weird that they say it. And you're absolutely right. It's become stylish. And that can't be a style because of the origins of the word, you know. That's the way I think. I've seen people in that have an Afro-Caribbean descent, or from or just an African descent, and they're okay for other cultures to say it. I don't feel that way.